Hi everyone, and welcome back to some more hardcore Minecraft. In this video, I want to finish what we started last video, aka getting our max enchanting gear. Now, we could do this the perfectly usual way of rolling the enchanting table over and over again and combining them in an anvil, but that's pretty boring, and also it would be very slow since I don't yet have a reliable way to get experience. Instead of that, we're going to trade our infinite supplies of iron here to 3 different types of villagers, that being Toolsmith, the Armorsmith, and the Weaponsmith. All 3 of those accept iron as a trade and will give us emeralds in exchange. And on top of that, they will sell us their max gear, or not their max gear, their enchanted diamond gear. We can then combine all of those pieces of gear that we buy from the different villagers to get a pretty much maxed out set. We'll just have to find mending somewhere along the way. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Alright, I think I'm going to start by finishing this little dock area that I started last video that I didn't really talk about that much. I'm gonna, I think, either dig all of this out or add just some stone on top of this and then make a little marketplace to put all our villagers so that we have a nice place to trade in. Alright, cue the time lapse. So sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled program, but if you're enjoying this content so far, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers before the end of the summer, and your help would be greatly appreciated. And here we are. So as you can see, I've finished the trading area where we'll be putting all our villagers. It's still looking a bit bland. I tried to fix it by lighting up the entire thing with lanterns, as you can see, and putting these piles of barrels kind of everywhere, but it's still looking kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. I want to find a way to meld it into the retainer wall here, but I don't know how to do it. I don't want to make it completely flat because that would just be boring, but I do want to find a way to connect this dock area into the wall. So if you have any ideas about that, please drop them down in the comments below. I would love to hear about it, and I'll get to it next video. For now, I think I'm going to get started on the villager breeder. It's not going to be a very complicated, fancy design. No need for that. We just need about 12, maybe 15 villagers. I don't know. I don't exactly remember how many workstations I put around, but 12 or 15 villagers should do it, so we don't need a huge villager breeder. Once I'm done with that, we can start trading, and then we'll be rich. Alright, cue the time lapse. The design I use for the farm is by Big Booty 17, and the design is great, but building this farm turned out to be an absolute pain. Not only do I hate villagers, on top of that, halfway through, half of them got turned into zombie villagers because a zombie decided to just hop into the pit where I had stored all of them. That's my bad. And on top of that, to add to this mess, half of my replay mod footage corrupted, which is why you're not seeing an extensive time-lapse here. I apologize for that. Unfortunately, the corrupted footage also includes the footage of me moving the villagers from the breeder hole into each of their individual cages, and so keep that in mind. That's why you're not seeing me suffer for your enjoyment. Alright, now that we have these villagers in our boxes, you could call them, we're going to start trading with them. As you see, some villagers accept coal for emerald as their first trade, and some will take emeralds and we can buy stone posts. Unfortunately, I have no emeralds, which is why we're going to start by trading coal for emeralds, like so, to get some initial emerald, how do you call it? Capital, so to speak. Then we let it upgrade, and now we can sell him iron, which means that now we can just get essentially infinite emeralds from... Which barrel is it in? Oh, here we go. We have all of this iron from our nice iron farm over there. And now we come here. We trade as much as we can. We go to the next guy. We throw a bunch of stone tools away because why would we ever use stone tools? We let him upgrade. Yep, you can see the particles. And now we get all of this. We go to the next guy. I think I threw some emeralds away, but I can't find them. I should have way more than 28 by now. Sweeping Edge 3, Looting 2. That's kind of a good sword, even if it's iron, I'm not gonna lie. I think I want to focus on the armors anyway. Ooh, Silk Touch Iron Pickaxe. Finally, a Silk Touch! Do you know how long I've been waiting for that? I should really make a lava trash system. Oh, wait. To armors? Armors, I should be able to sell iron to armors. What is this? What is this sham? That's unfortunate. Alright. I thought I'd be able to sell iron to them. I guess not. That's weird. Oh yeah, by the way, how do you guys like this shader? It's called Astralex. It looks amazing during nighttime, but I think it looks really good during daytime as well, as you can see. I think it looks great. It makes my armor look a little bit weird, but I like it, honestly. I had a comment on the last video telling me that maybe I should be using shaders. And I wasn't sure because shaders aren't for everyone, and I get that. But if you guys like shaders, do tell me, and I'll start using them more. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite shaders. It looks, I'll show you during nighttime. It looks amazing. Alright, I don't remember if... Why is this guy... Oh, well, already selling us a diamond axe. Why is he not going to the next level? Did he max himself out? An expert? I'm confused. I'm not sure if these guys need to sleep to reset their traits. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've used villagers this much. As you can see, I told you, nighttime looks amazing with these shaders. It's like shooting stars and everything. Yeah, the night does get very dark though. Alright, let's go sleep. I want the villagers to reset their traits, so let's go take a nap. Alright, these blokes still haven't reset their trades. They should reset it twice every day, I'm pretty sure. Should be able to trade with them soon. But for now, while we wait for that, I want to make like a little path coming up here with stone to connect it to the dock. By the way, the dock, I've said before, it doesn't look that good. It didn't come out quite as I wanted to. I think it's too tall off the surface of the water. If you guys have any ideas on how to fix that, please tell me in the comments below. It would be much appreciated. Alright, I think I found something that I like, kind of. It's a little, actually, well, while you're here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. Alright, I think I found something that I like. So, what I found is these don't really look good if you put two of them next to each other. So, like, if I do this, that looks a little bit jarring in the path, right? So, instead, I only put one of them per, and I try and put it in the middle. I try to keep the cobblestone roughly on the outside, more or less, like a little bit on the inside. Actually, I should probably cut this up a little bit. And focus on the smoothest stone on the inside of the path. Then like smooth stone and gravel and, what is it called? Andesite. And then keep these more or less in the middle, like kind of like tracing out where the path goes. Actually, maybe I'll put one right here. Perfect. There we go. And I think it looks pretty good. I like the way it hugs this this hedge here, overlooking the mini cliff. But let's take a little break and let's check on the villagers. They should be able to trade by now. Yes! I mean, it's very expensive, but oh well. Let's level this guy up. Yes! Efficiency 2, Bane of Arthropods? Ew! But hey, at least he sells his diamond tools, so I guess we can't frown on him too much. And he's selling us cheap emeralds again. Perfect. These guys will definitely level up today to master. This guy just became a master. What is he selling us? Unbreaking 2 pickaxe. I would have preferred fortune, but it'll do. And then the axe, efficiency 1. We can combine it a couple times. It'll be okay. Not going as well as I hoped it would. Getting a bunch of experience though. Like just so much experience. You know, practically overflowing. Efficiency 1. Yeah, I'll take efficiency 1. Why not? Always useful. Not the best, but not the worst. Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 2. Okay. So we're still definitely going to have to use the enchanting table for stuff like, what's it called? Oh, we can do this. Okay, hold on. Let's upgrade this guy. We'll still need to use the enchanting table for fortune and silk touch and stuff. Clearly, because we didn't get any tools. But it's okay. So he's an expert. Projectile protection 2. Not too shabby. Unbreaking 2. Not too bad either. I'm gonna spare you 20 more minutes of me just doing that over and over again. TLDR, the enchantments we got weren't too good, weren't too bad. On the bright side, I did end up finishing the path. Alright, I think I've come up with something I like. Kind of, maybe. As you can see, I'm still changing it, so not that much. But I think it'll be alright for now. It'll do. It'll do. Let's say it'll do. The slope really doesn't look marvelous, but I don't know how to fix it. If you have any ideas, please tell me. I need all of the wisdom right now. I need all the wisdom. And look, that's my pet cow up there. If you have a name for the pet cow, drop that in the comments, because it doesn't look like she's going anywhere. I keep interrupting myself as I find more important stuff to talk about. It's really quite comical. We have a lot of levels to burn through, so let's go do some regular enchanting. Let me see if I can find more lapis first. I'm gonna need more lapis. There we go. Perfect. More lapis. I'm gonna figure out I put this iron there, aren't I? Alright, here we go. Let's just go do some enchanting on this regular diamond armor, and then we can fill whatever gaps we have by buying and combining armor from the armors. Is the goal, more or less. Let me make a grindstone first, actually. Perfect. That'll work. Alright. Protection 3. We have... I should have written down what the villagers sell me. Protection 3. Let's try and go for protection 4. Thorns 2. That's not too bad. Unbreaking 3. Depth Strider 2. Okay. These seem the most promising. Unbreaking 3. Ah! Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted. Five protection 3. So that's just worse than what I had. That's just worse. But hey, at least we get Thorns 2. I guess Thorns 2 will do. Maybe I'll just keep this. Protection 4. Alright, perfect. And Unbreaking 3. Alright, so we have almost perfect armor. We're just missing one level. We need 1 5 protection 3 book. And 1 protection 3, like regular protection 3 book. And I'm not level 30 anymore, which means we need to go trade some more. But first, I think it's time for some more honk shoe. Me. Alright. 8. What are you, extorting me? 5. Okay, he's still nice, thankfully. Where did I put the rest of my iron? I feel like I have more iron than this. I'm gonna figure out I put this iron there, aren't I? I feel like I got my iron stolen from me. Okay, I'm gonna need more armors, that's for sure. To get the maxed armor. I think it's time... Well, first of all, let's start with this. There we go. I think it's time that we perhaps start delving into librarians. And I was thinking, when the librarians look so dope, like here, like when they look so nice in the rock face. See, my issue with putting the mending villagers in here, or not mending specifically, but any enchanting book, is that they're really expensive. So ideally, I'd want to have a zombie cure them once I trade with them. But how would I do that? How would I get a zombie behind the rock face without ruining the aesthetic on top? I'm pondering. Hold on. Get these axes out of my face right now. Hate axes. Actually, no. Axes are great weapons, but I hate axes anyway. Just because I can. I don't need to have I don't need to justify myself to you. Villagers, man. I swear. I can't deal with them sometimes. Okay, efficiency. Oh, that's the wrong. Okay, efficiency 2 becomes efficiency 3. With efficiency 3 becomes efficiency 4. And then with unbreaking 3... Wait, that was only 7? What if I do it this way? 9. Not that bad. All of that just so I can mine like a 1x1 line behind this, by the way. Just I forgot about this. Just blind myself. Just repeatedly blind myself. Lovely. Let's pick and choose where we're gonna put the villagers. Villager here. Probably a villager here as well. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I have a better idea. Put the villager here, this way it's symmetrical. Like, the wall isn't perfectly symmetrical, but it'll look better this way. And it kind of looks like it has, like, googly eyes. Which is kind of funny if you think about it, honestly. And then we can have... Where'd my shovel go? And then we can have a guy back here. How is there grass? There's a... Oh, there is no block. I guess this is from terraforming left over. Alright, let's clear out all the dirt behind here. Let's give ourselves some space. Where did this come from? I want this... Hey, I'm gonna leave it dirt, but at least I want it to be symmetrical. You know me? You feel me? Alright, now I need a bunch of lecterns. Well, first, actually, do you know what time it is? It's nap time. Wish it would play the some music, like chill-like really chill-like right now, would be perfect. With the, honestly, I'm so glad I picked what is this? What is this color? Orange. That's right, orange. I'm so glad I did. So glad I picked orange because they look so good, man, with the sun, and especially with, like, even without the shaders, but with the shaders they look even better. Orange is such a good color, man. And then there's going to be a rail here. So a rail that we're going to run the entire length. We're going to use to add villagers. And then once we have all the villagers, we're going to put a zombie in the rail instead. And just trap the zombie at one end of the rail. And whenever we need him to... Well, whenever we need him to, like, infect a villager or something, we'll push him along the rail until he gets to the villager we want him to infect. And then he'll infect him, and then we'll have good trades. But for now, I'm gonna need more bread. Call me Farmer Joe, the way I'm gonna plant these seeds in. Come on, little fella. I'm proud of you. A villager actually cooperating? This cannot be. Alright, there we go. Where's the lectern? Right here. So, please, I'm not taking any risks with this. I'm not taking any risk with this sub-average intelligence guy. So let's do this. There's ways. Ooh, wait! I literally need protection 3 for 22 emeralds. I'll cure him. It's fine. Should I do this? Should I do this? Yes, I'm doing this. Let's just do it. Alright. You're locked in, brother. Unbeknownst to you, I have another hour of just trading with villagers over and over again and getting my librarians, or some of my librarians, sorted out. And I'm not a good enough editor to make that interesting. So I'm just going to take the executive decision to skip all of it. And I'm just going to show you what I ended up with and the gear and librarians I ended up with, because I think that's way more interesting and that's what you actually came here to see. Alright, here we are. So I'm going to go over my tools first because my armor hasn't changed that much, and then we'll do the armor. So we can start with the sword. It's not the final sword. I'm probably going to make a new one at some point because I had to combine many lower level sharpness swords in order to get this, which means this sword will be too expensive and I won't actually be able to add that many more enchantments on, especially once I get sharpness for it. So this is not the final sword, don't worry. But anyway, we got a sharpness 3 on making 3 diamond sword. Not too bad to start with. Fortune 3, efficiency 4 on making 3 pickaxe. This is almost maxed, I just need mending on it. And then efficiency 4 on making 3 diamond sharp. Same, just need mending on top of it. And then my armor, I've got my protection 4, feather falling 3 on making 3 boots. I managed to get a feather falling librarian, which I'll show you right now. Here he is, feather falling 1 librarian. So I combined 4 of them and put them on my boots. I just mending. This is a theme in all of my gear. I'm missing mending on pretty much all of it. So I'll have to get a mending librarian probably next episode when we'll go to the nether, and that way I'll be able to make potions and cure him. Then we got protection 3 on making 3 diamond leggings. Not too bad. I just need to find a protection 3 book. In fact, wait, doesn't this guy sell me? This guy sells me protection 3 book. Okay, hold on. Quick fix. Ka-ching! There we go. Alright, let's go to the anvil, put that on my pants, then I'll have maxed out pants. Well, missing mending again, but that's a theme. And there we go. Protection 4, unbreaking 3 diamond leggings. Fire protection 3, thorns 2, unbreaking 3 diamond chestplate, which I probably need to repair soon because those thorns really do chew it up. And then protection 4, unbreaking. So I don't have maxed out gear, but I'm definitely very survivable, and even without netherite, I'm probably pretty OP already. I did a quick test that I didn't end up showing on camera because, I mean, it was just me running around nighttime on that plane behind me killing a bunch of mobs, but not particularly exciting. So I didn't end up showing it, but yeah, that's how my armor got chewed up. I never got underneath like 6 hearts. I'm pretty overpowered. I think the goal of the video has been achieved. So if you enjoyed it, definitely like, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 500 by the end of the year. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions, of course, especially on how to fix my terrible builds on the dock down there. And I'll see you next time.